supply and the demand in a much better way.
Could you explain the word ecosystem a bit further?
Let's do two examples. So one is from China. Yeah. So when you buy online with Alibaba, Alibaba selects its partners.
Yes.
So they select with which bank account you can pay or what payment methods they will accept. And this means that the other financial institutions are just crowded out. If they decide, well, you can pay with PayPal, for instance, then either in
Yeah.
or you're out.
Let's make a simple example. Alibaba says we just accept payments with Credit Suisse
Yes.
and not with UBS.
Yes.
Just a random example. It's not true.
Yeah.
Then
It's just
I
a
am
hypothesis,
forced as
yeah.
a consumer to open a bank account
Yeah.
with Credit Suisse.
Yes.
And they
And-
are building this ecosystem of partners.
Exactly. And the second example, think about Airbnb. This even goes a step further. Airbnb doesn't own a single apartment.
Yeah.
Uber does not own a single car. And Flixbus does not own a single bus. The only thing that they are doing is orchestrating the field.
Yes. There
So they
are.
create a link, a platform where they can link people who have an apartment to those who want to stay
A
overnight.
so-called two-sided platform.
It's a two-sided platform and it's an ecosystem behind it because they need as a supply chain, which is the owners of the apartments, and they need a demand side, which is the people who want to go for holiday. And so in this ecosystem approach, they can save a lot of costs because they only have to orchestrate the platform.
They're just
They
offering the
don't
service.
have, yes, exactly. They are just offering that service, and this is very often also called servitization. So servitization of products. And this is where really the money is. So it's a different approach, and it only works because we do have the internet. It only works because companies have created a community like Airbnb, and so this is a system that can stay forever in principle, and either you're in or you're out.
Yeah. They have a very big impact because they do have a very big platform of users. There are a lot
Exactly.
of people using it, like
Yes.
Facebook, Twitter, and other similar platforms. They do have an international
Yeah.
impact, a political impact almost, as we have seen
Also
in the,
now,
in the past.
they do have an economic impact, and they also do have a political impact, and they do have a societal impact. So they are disrupting existing business models entirely on all levels, and it also creates a new governance. So it's a complete transformation of the economy as we know it.
Yeah. So this is, in short, what the fourth industrial revolution is.
Yes.
Is the change from we had an industrial revolution 100 years ago, and now we do have one that is moving from the service industry into a more digitalized service industry.
Yes. So we call it servitization industry. So because you can digitalize products, but you can also create a number of services around one product. So there are no limits finally. So limitless services around an existing product.
We can scale it
So and this is
endlessly,
something you can
basically.
scale. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can invent a lot of new products as well. When you have, for instance, when you do a diesel motor, very simple example, then you can, for instance, when you manufacture that, then you will want to think about, okay, why not offer maintenance, or even go a step further and offer predicted maintenance. So to predict when will a certain part go bust.
Need.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then you can offer training, and from training you can hop to the next product and can create a community of practice for predictive maintenance. And so in these circles, you're really limitless in how you can create new services out of one single product.
Yes.
And the Airbnb model shows that you even that you don't need to own the product
In order to offer
in
a
order
service.
to that. Yes.
Yeah.
And so this is why in Silicon Valley the model is not how quickly can you earn return on investment. In Silicon Valley the question is how quickly can you burn money in order to get the scale to be the only one, like Airbnb,
Yeah.
like Amazon,
become
like
a big
Uber.
player.
Yeah, and Uber, for instance, they never made a profit. But they were able to scale
Their business.
their business in a way that they are the biggest platform.
And how?
So that's a different
What's the
shift in
impact?
mindset.
Yeah. What's the impact of this fourth industrial revolution in finance and banking? Where do we see that big change, or how do we see that?
So before we go to banking, maybe one comment.
Yes.
So we have to do with tech companies. So technical skills are really of essence. And what we can see is that women fall behind because elderly women or elderly people and women, we should say, are less tech-affine. So what we see in the industry is a lot of young guys, technically wonderfully skilled, but women need to catch up.
So we need more
In order not to-
education in technology for women.
For instance, we need more education. We also need maybe communities of practice where women can try out things, experiment. So to lose the anxiety towards technology. So the World Economic Forum did an analysis and came to the conclusion that it will need 150 years until women catch up. So that's just not good enough.
Yeah, that's a long time.
That's too long.
Yes. Okay.
And so this is one of the downsides, definitely. That it's a product or an approach that suits a certain mindset and that suits a certain generation. But you have to be tech-affine, otherwise you will not profit from it.
Yeah.
And so we have to make sure that women are not falling behind.
Yeah.
That's one very important aspect, and this is why we did the book. It's written by women.
Yeah. Only